Like this episode though, y'all, it was like lit from the very beginning. This was one of the craziest episodes I've seen from Black and Crew from beginning to end in a while, I must say. Hey, Samore Love bugs. You have now tuned into my Black and Crew recap. It feels like it's been a long time. What has it been, like 2 weeks or so since we've done a recap? So guys, if you're not yet a Samore Love bug, then definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel. So now, it starts off with scandal because Donna, she pulled up to the scene, walked up into the restaurant, and who's sitting there? Naeem. And we already seen that Naeem's girl, Alexis, she's not feeling Donna. She doesn't want him to hang out with her or anything. And he's pretty much doing whatever he wants to do and going against his wishes, talking about, that's my friend. See, I don't play that whole that's my friend thing because that's how things tend to happen. You're both drinking, you're both hanging out, there's nobody there to supervise you. I know I sound like they're little kids, but you know, it's a joke. I can joke and laugh about it now, but how many times has things like this happened where it's like, oh, she was just my friend. Your friend ends up becoming your girlfriend later on down the line, or you're confiding into this woman and she's like, oh, well, you know what? I can be a better girlfriend than she could, and I'm gonna try to replace her type of thing. So yeah, she knows what she's talking about when Alexis says, I do not want you hanging out with her. Like, I'm for real, I'm dead serious. Otherwise, I'll cut you and chop off your stuff. Like, I'm not playing. So he's pretty much like, she ain't gonna go that far. So it's alright. I'm not doing too much. She's just my friend. So she does reveal that they did hook up a long time ago, and he was the one kind of giving her all the googly eyes and things like that. And she's like, is he trying to take this to the next level? And she actually does the right thing and is like, you know what, this is kind of weird. I'm going to go home and I'm just going to chill. And he's like, you sure that's what you want to do? And she's like, yeah. Because he looked like he was trying to take it to another spot. You never know where these other spots might be, or, you know, if it's more drinking involved, even if it's a club, venue, lounge, whatever, then it can lead to something else at the end of the night. So it looks like Cesear has found himself a spot on 125th Street. We already spoke about 125th Street before. I mean, it, like I said before, it has its good and its bad. And it looks like he's going to the better side of 125th Street where the Apollo and things like that are. So that can definitely pull him in a better clientele. Because I know the last place that he was on, when I had tried to go over there to just kind of like vlog, when I was like trying to do some vlogs, it was really hard. It was hard for me to find. I feel like at the time, Puma's place, well, when he had, what is it, 124 Inc., that place was actually much easier for me to locate, and I had actually went in there and did a vlog from in there. But as far as me having to get back on the train to go and find where Season was, I just wasn't feeling like I wanted to do that. Sky, she's a bit depressed. She's not feeling like herself because one of her sons just had a birthday, which she knows about, and she just feels like crap. Like she's starting to get those feelings back again. And plus, seeing her kid's father recently didn't really help too much. It kind of sparked back up old memories, and it's just making her just want to let them know and just allow them to really understand that she didn't do this because she just wanted to chill out and do all these things. She did it because she wanted them to have the best life, and it looks like they are having a good life from what she's seen. They go to like trips to Dubai and all kind of places out of the country, which a lot of kids, especially in the hood, would not get the chance to experience, especially as teenagers. Maybe as they get older and they get better jobs, but it's not normal or something that you would see every day, unfortunately. Cesear, he has this big vision, but Teddy, he just wasn't seeing it as far as the whole getting the new place. And Teddy seems like he's trying to like pull him back and just keep him at the same spot and tell him all the negatives. But Cesear, he's made his decision and he's pretty much ready to move to the next chapter in his life. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta move up, and people are either going to come with you or they're gonna stay behind. And Teddy's smart, so he knows that it's best for him to continue to go with where the money shall flow. You know. So yeah, it looks like he about to moving on up to the east side. I can't remember if that side of 125th is the east or the west side, but whatever. We know he's moving on up. I think that's the Lenox side, if I remember correctly. I used to always get confused with the two different, because there's two different sides of 125th. It's the east side and the west side, the Lenox side and the Lexington. One side is infested with drugs. The other side, it's kind of camouflaged, and it has things like the Apollo and a few other places on that side. The Fred, what is it? Oh man, I forgot the name of the guy, but there's another Powell. You know who I'm talking about? Powell, Adam Clayton Powell. He has a building over there as well. That's like one of those buildings that you can have parties. You can have like a lot of different things. Weddings have been performed there. Baby showers, all types of different things, and it has so many different rooms and floors. So that's another big thing. It's a lot of good things on that particular side. So Cesear, he shuts down the shop so that he can have like this gallery inside the shop, and it was really mainly for O to like just display art and things like that. And O ends up coming 3 hours later. I mean, I don't know how later he came, because they didn't say how much later, but he came stupid late. And you know, Cesear was feeling some type of way, like, hey, this dude, he just strolls in like he's not even late, like it's nothing, like, yo, what's up, like everything's all good. So Cesear was feeling some type of way, but he just let it rock, because it was like, all right, there's people here, whatever. And he had to do a raffle. He did a raffle, and he's supposed to be giving this girl a free tattoo. Ra Ali, she wants to get a tattoo done. And when Cesear tells like the fellas about this, Teddy's like, you sure? Like, that's a good idea, because her and Sky had some beef. Let me tell you what this beef was about. Okay, so from what I'm hearing, allegedly, Sky's friend, Allison, the one with the blonde hair that she's really close with, that went up with her to Miami and everything, has an eyelash line. So, from what I'm hearing, from what I saw, I guess Ra Ali was wearing the eyelashes and pretending that it was her line. So Sky, being a good protective friend, stepped up to her like, yo, you're fronting, like, stop, you know, basically shutting her down and letting her and calling her out. So then Ra Ali talks about she went knocking on Sky's door to, I guess, fight her, whatever. Sky comes outside, does a little video like, yo, I'm in front of my house right now, I'm looking outside and you are not here. So it was like nothing, I don't think it escalated, but they pretty much didn't like each other. And it was pretty clear, and both of these girls are like hood chicks, so it usually doesn't end there. Like, even if it starts on social media, but they live in the same city or state, it's most likely if they see each other, it's going to be bad. So that's kind of what happened. Riley comes in, she gets a loyalty tattoo done by Cesear. He's like, oh, she asks for Sky, like, oh, is that girl here? And then he was like, nah, today's a day off, but I can call her. She's like, yeah. Like, she has like this little baby voice on, like just pretending like she was super innocent. And I was like, why are you acting fake right now? I guess because she wanted him to call her. So then Sky, when she came straight up hood, ready for war. I remember when I had a fight, like, I was straight looking like this. Like, I had my sweatpants on, hair was all like tied up in a scarf, like just ready, like just had the screw face on, because you already know it's about to go down. So she had a Scully on. She was just ready. Like, she wasn't even trying to hear any talking. She wasn't about none of that. She just came. She came inside, and Raleigh is just like, why you look like you ready to buck, or some word she used there, you know, the new young people lingo. So she said that, and she just was like, you know what it is, and just started like going, trying to punch her, and she like snatched her wig off. Like, it was on the floor, that good Brazilian virgin hair. It looked like it was Brazilian virgin hair, body wave, or maybe Brazilian virgin straight curled with a curling iron. Like that was there lying on the floor. You know she most likely paid some good money for it. But apparently it wasn't tacked on too tight. She lucky it wasn't tacked on too tight because she could have pulled out her actual hair. So she lucky she just had bobby pins or an elastic band or whatever she had on. So yeah, it was crazy, y'all. The security guards came, was pulling them apart and everything, and you could just hear the ruckus was like out of control. And then she basically had to like go, like she was calling somebody, or maybe she was pretending she was calling somebody. Riley, I'm talking about, because she was most likely embarrassed. Her wig then got snatched. She ain't got no shoes on. It was like a real hot ghetto mess. Like, ladies, you have elevated yourself to where you don't have to do these things anymore because now you have money. You know, this is probably what you used to fight about back in the days. So now that you stepped up in the world, how about you act like it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, no one likes to be disrespected, and it is hard to turn the other cheek and let somebody slap you again after they done slapped this one. It's like, wait, hold on, you done slapped me already. I don't know if I'm ready for that. My reflexes, you know? So, I mean, I could see why, but still, it's like, you gotta try. You gotta try not to let people get to you to that point, especially like Sky. She's trying to get her kids, or well, not necessarily get her kids, but like contact them, and you don't want this to be what the parents see when they see you show up at their door, like, oh, that's that girl that was fighting that was all over the blogs and was fighting and things like that. Like, they're not gonna really want you, and to be honest, they don't have to allow her to even see them because, like she said, it was not an open adoption. So I think it might even be illegal for her to even contact them or anything like that until they get 18. And I don't think she said they were 18 as yet. Donna, she's being welcomed to Art to Ink. They're having like a little gathering there. And Donna, she's being like super flirty with Naeem, and they're like laughing and oh, yes. Yeah, you know, it was like doing too much. Like, if I was his, like, what I always say is do what you would do if I was standing there. So if you know I would feel uncomfortable with you and her doing all of that, then it should not be going down. And don't tell me, no, I was not cheating, nah, because you know I would feel some type of way if I was standing right there. So there's no excuse for that. So yeah, they're all flirting and everything, and then, oh, lo and behold, there comes his real girlfriend. She's coming in and she sees that. But Sassy tries to be the peacemaker. She takes her outside, brings the interpreter with them as well, and just starts, you know, sign languaging away. And she tells her that she really likes her, and she always keeps an eye on him, and she doesn't think anything's going down with them. And he told her nothing has happened since years ago. And she's like, but hold up on. He never told me nothing went down with them. He said nothing ever happened. Okay, so that tells her now that he lied to her. So who knows what else he could be lying to her about. So of course she's pissed off right now. She's hyped up off that adrenaline. And Sassy's like, well, hot dang. I didn't know that she didn't know. I'm sorry. I guess I effed up. Yeah. Damn, I wish I could take those words back. Pull them back, but you can't. You messed up. So now she ready. She go inside, got the interpreter. She's dead, like screaming, like with her sign language, like letting Donna know, you know, by really showing force into her arms that she's not really feeling her, and she told him to stay away and things like that. She asked her, is she doing anything? She's like, no, it was a long time ago. And, you know, Donna is going to tell the truth one way or the other. So especially when she doesn't care, it's like, you know, it's like she's gonna tell you like it is. She got no shame in her game. So she basically just says, like, you know, it was a long time ago before I knew you, before I knew about you or knew you. So of course the girl is upset, but then like she, you know, she's all hyped up, so her hands are going close to Donna's face doing her sign language, and her interpreter is interpreting everything, but Donna is taking offense to it. She's getting upset about it. I mean, no one really likes to have anyone's hands in their face, so that's understandable. But Donna, she gets so upset that she starts speaking stupid, talking about some, you know, now you're really making it a goal for me to F your man. And she was saying something about I'm gonna suck him and F him, and I'm just like, wait, what? What? Like, and you think that's okay? Like, he had sex with her, but you want to suck him off? Like, is that what she said? Because, you know, it has the little, and then it has, like, the little words on the bottom. So, that's what I think I read. And I'm just like, that's kind of gross. I mean, I wouldn't really be bragging about that. And everybody's just like, and Naeem was just standing there talking about he's allowing them to talk because this was going to happen one way or the other. And I'm looking at him like, yo, you acting like a low life right now. Like, for you to not even, like, nip this in the bud right now, you're giving entertainment to everybody that's around, airing out your dirty laundry. Like, if anything, y'all should have all went outside, because there was a lot of people that was there. And I just felt like he was, like, allowing this to get bigger and bigger. So eventually Donna, she's like, you know what, I done got hit so many times that it's not going to happen to me first. So she kind of grabs the girl's arms, and her interpreter, I think that's her friend too, grabs her, and then finally security comes. But I think Alexis got a few little hits in or whatever. But then Naeem, whoa, like a freaking hurricane, he comes, no, get the off of me. He's like, no, you hit my baby moms, you hit my baby. Like, yo, he looked like he was ready to pulverize Donna. And I'm like, how quickly people go from friends to enemies. He was like, nah, that's the last straw. Like, once you go to hit my baby mom, yeah, but you allowed this to happen at the end of the day because you was standing there. You seen it getting higher and higher, and you seen both of them getting louder and louder, but you probably was having that macho mood where you was just soaking it in and just chilling. And that's why I feel like he went wrong. So you have nobody to blame but yourself for the way that this went down. You can't be getting all hyped up. He looked like he was dead ready to kill Donna. And, like, he didn't even care if she was a female, a male, or what. Like, they had to freaking hold him down and, like, really, like, have him focus so he can, like, calm down and get back into a good space. Like, I seen him flexing. You seen these muscles coming out of where, I don't even know. Like, they was just, I was like, whoa. Well, excuse the heck out of me. Now you want to buck up? Now? So, yeah, then, Puma was just like, yo, everybody out. So, yeah, they had to clear out the shop and go home. Donna, she was doing some little run, hop, skip on her way. Sky, she's ready to make moves to see her sons. She literally packs up like a little bag. She tells Allison that she's about to go do this, and she calls the cab. She's going to the airport. She has a letter in case she might forget what she wants to tell them so that she can get it all out. Because, you know, sometimes your head just kind of, when your emotions is involved, sometimes you forget what you really want to say. So if you haven't written down on paper, it's guaranteed that you can read that and just, it can all come out the way it's supposed to come out. But halfway there, she ends up saying, can you just turn around and take me back to where I just came from? And it's more so that she's scared, she's nervous, she doesn't want to really disrupt the lives that they currently have right now and just pop up like, hey, I'm mommy, you know? That can really affect someone's life either positively or negatively, and she doesn't really know how it is going to affect. So that's what's bothering her, is the fear of the unknown. Oh, he had an appointment to do that tattoo that we spoke about earlier for the young lady that won the raffle. And Cesear, he's there talking to Melody like, yo, this dude is starting to take advantage of me. Like, he's doing all these things and he thinks that there's not going to be any repercussions to it. And he's like, yo, the girl was literally waiting for him for 4 hours. I'd have left. Like, I remember I had a similar situation, but I didn't wait 4 hours. But I did wait a while for my tattoo artist for this first one. Like, this was a nightmare story to get this one done. Maybe one day I'll tell the story. But yeah, so she was waiting 4 hours, and finally he just strolls in and he's like, where was you? Where were you? And he's like, well, I was with my girl. You know how that is. And he's like making a mockery out of it and literally that was like really, really disrespectful, and that was like a turning point for Cesear. He's like, yo, how you gonna come in here and just talk about I was my girl? Like, you think that that's okay for you to do? You think that's okay for you to say? Like, you don't even give a fuck about me, and I'm putting myself on the line for you. He was like, even as far as the child support, I'm over here trying to make sure things go down well for you so that you don't have to go on child support. I'm over here putting my neck out the line. Nobody did that for me. Nobody did nothing for me when I had my issues. And he's right, because nobody helped him, but he's going off, you know, trying to do everything. You know, he's running this business, he's doing promo, he's doing everything that he needs to do in order to try to make Black Ink be a success. You know, there's a lot of behind the scenes work that they have to do, as well as tattooing people everywhere, you know, so it's a lot that he has to take on and handle. And for one of his main tattoo artists to just keep on effing up constantly, you know, and giving him chances. How many chances can you really give someone, regardless to them being your friend or not? Like, there comes a point where you have to see and just kind of wash your hands with certain people and let them go about their business and go on their lives, because it's draining his energy. It's making him get raged. And he was talking to him, but you know, Cesear can be very passionate, so he started getting passionate, and Melody saw that as her cue to leave. Like, as soon as she saw him getting a little loud, she was like, you know what, let me get myself up out of here. She opened the door and went right out. And she did it at the right time, because this dude blew up. Like, he literally was like, yo, like, he didn't, like, you know how you get so mad sometimes, and I've gotten to this point, and that's why I always try to be jolly, so I don't get to that point, because it can be so crazy. It's explosive. You're not thinking. It's almost like you black out and become the Incredible Hulk, somebody you don't even know. And, you know, you just want to just hit whatever is there, which could be a person. So he just got so enraged and so mad. He's just like, yo, get the out of my face. Like, get out of my face. He's like, I don't want to see you right now. And then O's just standing there like, Cesear, but talk to me. And it's like, nah, bro, this is not the time for you to be standing there looking stupid in front of my face. Like, I cannot deal with this right now. You need to go where you gotta go. So he was telling him that he wasn't really listening. So he just ends up like breaking, smashing everything. Like, he picked up the chair, just like banged it. I thought he was gonna break his windows. He banged it. Then he picked up the coffee table and flipped the coffee table. And finally, like, when Cesear was just like, yo, Cesear literally started crying. That's how mad he was. That's when you get so enraged that you know that you shouldn't or you can't do what you really feel in your heart to do, which is like hurt something. So you just have to the tears just to start coming out. I've never really seen too many guys do that, but I've seen a lot of females do that, even myself. You know, you just feel like, oh my God, like you just feel defeated, but it's so much more you feel like you could do. So that's what I feel like the position that Cesear was in. So he just goes to the bathroom, and you could see him, like, you could hear him like pounding on the walls, like probably just trying to get his frustration out. And Cesear, he goes outside, talks to Melody, and he's like, yo, like, I've never seen him this mad. He's like, I really effed up. And then he does say in his commentary that maybe Cesear should just stop like trying to help him or whatever, because he says that he knows his self-worth and it's nothing. And I'm just like, how did he get so lost? You know, you have all these kids to live for, but I feel like he's just giving up on life. Like, I feel like he really, really needs an intervention. He needs to go somewhere, like maybe back to the place where he came from, the rehabilitation clinic, rehab clinic, because he needs to get his life together, because right now he's not good for himself or for anyone else around him. Like, it's like literally everyone around him, he makes them upset because they want to see him successful. They want to see him do better, either for the kids or for himself or whatever, and he's just constantly failing. But that's pretty much what happened in a nutshell. Some craziness went down, right? Girl, boy, man. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my recap. Be sure to comment down below your favorite scene and or whatever you would like to say about any character. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Later.